This one is might be my favorite. I don't know. I have a lot of favorites, but this is at the tray DIY. So I got the tray from Dollar Tree in the crafting section. And then my original thought was to use this transfer, this rub transfer. I've used this before and I thought like the gold would be a nice pop. You can take and you can cut out the pieces that you want. So you can leave the letters and all that and stuff. And I thought like the curvature on those little leaves would be good. And then I found these cold transfers at Michael's, and they were $1 for the pack. I didn't go with those. These I got from Hobby Lobby. I got them on sale, so I got them for half off, and I did bookmarks and stuff with these too. So these are fun to work with because you can do a lot of things. You can do, and they have different ones too. If you don't want to use the bookmark ones, they have other ones. But I love the print on this. It's just something fun. So I took and because you'll have to cut them in half to separate the design, but it has like the pretty bows, and if you wanted to you can mix these up because we're going to cut the little cherries out individually, but you can mix up and you can put like maybe a big bow in the middle. I was showing you the white hearts because that has little white hearts in the design too, so if you wanted to fill in some space with the extra white hearts, you can do this in a few different ways. A lot of the cherries in this cut of the design were kind of like cut off, so they weren't the whole thing. So either like the bow was cut off at a part or the cherries were cut off at a part, so I had to separate them so that I can lay them out on the tray, on like the little trinket tray, so that it wouldn't look odd in the design, if that makes sense. So I cut around each piece individually, making sure not to cut into the hearts or anything like that. And then I'm gonna lay most of the pieces around the edge so it looks like it's just going over the edge. So it doesn't matter, the design is cut off for this. And it ended up being the right amount of cut off pieces to go really good around the edge there. And then I had like maybe two whole pieces that were from this design, but it's going to be different cuts when you look. So if you're looking at the pieces when you see them in Hobby Lobby, just look for something that maybe has more whole pieces if you were looking to do something else. But I'm just going to take those, separate the back and off of those, and then place those around all around the tray. And because this tray has a little texture to it, it's not like a smooth surface, the design stuck really well. I didn't have to do too much rubbing, transferring, or anything like that for it to stick. I was able to just rub it down with my finger real nice and easy once I laid everything out and took the backing off and stuff like that, and nothing really lifted up. But if you're using like a different surface, you want to make sure it transfers nice before you start lifting up. You can always push back down and you can make sure all the pieces transfer. But I do love these cold transfers. Like I said, I've made other things with them, and these are so fun to use and really easy too. So you can see I'm just peeling them up, and throughout it nothing came up with the paper, with the plastic piece of the paper. So these were real easy. I just was able to, like I said, rub them and they stuck on there. I think the texture played into that, and you can see around the edge it looks like the design is coming off the edge. And then we have the two whole pieces that we did have, like maybe two or three in the middle there. So that is how that came out. And then just it by itself, I loved it. With that matte finish and that texture to it and stuff like that, I would have just left it just like that, but I wanted to make sure that it had a nice finish. So if you know, when you're laying stuff down and it didn't, the pieces didn't lift up over time. So I debated against the gloss Mod Podge or the matte Mod Podge. I ended up going with the matte to try to keep it. No, I went with the gloss. Went with the gloss Mod Podge to kind of match the shine in the cherries. That's what I ended up deciding on. I was going back and forth, but I went with the gloss one for it. So I gave it one coat, and then this is how it came out. I love the colors. They just pop so nice in this one.